I'm on my way out back to the house, and this will be my next project sometime this coming week because something keeps falling in there. Anyway, I need to cut them back at least to this yellow pole because we'll be bringing up a wide load of bales on a trailer, two bales wide. So I need to cut them. I think I'll leave that little branch and that branch in the ground and that branch in the ground. It's in the ditch. But I'll probably cut those where that notch is, where that V is, where the V notch on the top one, and the one in the middle, and just back from that V notch on that one, on the bottom one here. And then there's a V notch on that one there too. The very bottom. There's a little stub sticking down. I need to cut it somewhere around that stub. And I'm expecting the whole thing to, once I cut that one and that one that's on the ground there, I'll probably cut this one first, see what happens. I have to cut them from underneath, because if I cut them from the top, it'll pinch my saw. I've had that happen before. So I'm going to cut this for the one on this side first, and then I think I'll cut the top ones. I'll think if it ain't too high, I'm going to cut them top ones. If they're too high for me to saw them, because there's a ditch there. I can't. Well, I could probably stand on that other log. Let's take a look. I should put this on a different video. Yeah. I'll cut this one right about that notch, the bottom one on that notch, and then those up there by those notches. Yeah, and that little one, that'll be easy. Yeah. I'm gonna cut this big one off because there's nothing holding it up. It's not supporting anything. I'm gonna leave that one on the bottom though. I'm gonna leave that one on the bottom that's hanging down, and I can cut those two off because there's no weight on them either. They're not supporting anything either. That V1 there. So shouldn't be too hard, and I could probably stand. I don't know what I'm going to stand on. It's going to be. I don't know. I'll figure something out. I just need to get them cut off so I can drive the big tractor and a load of bales up here. Then I'll move these yellow posts out where they belong on the edge. Those yellow posts just tells me not to get too close to this ditch. And it's still attached up there. So, boy, it looks like it's split pretty good. Well, anyway, I'm gonna work on this sometime this coming week. Not sure when, but I'll get to it before next weekend for sure. If my brother wants to haul bales next weekend, I guess I got to get ready. Well, I just want to get another view of that broken tree, fallen tree. I worked on that. I guess in July. I think the storm was the 30th of June, but I didn't get around to working on this tree till sometime around the, I don't know, some first week of July maybe. I don't know. I'll check my videos. But anyway, I cut most of it out. You can see it down there in that ditch. I cut most of it off. Took me like 4 days to get that much done. And now I got to finish the job. Only reason I didn't finish it before is because my chainsaw had the oil plug had a leak on it and cracked or something, I don't know. So I ordered a new one, but after I got the new one, I put it on. I just never got back to this. But I'm going to get to it this week sometime, this coming week. Bye-bye. Well, today is September 17, Sunday, 2023. It's almost 9 o'clock a.m. I came out to feed the cattle some corn. I got the corn all spread out. Got all the tubs with a little corn, not too much, just enough. And I can even put some in the 3 things near the trailer at the back, and other behind the trailer, at the back of the trailer, and in the front. So it's all ready. All I gotta do is call them. I want to see if they come when I call. They did before. I thought they'd be here by now, I thought they'd hear my truck and come and running, but I guess they're still asleep. Well, I'm gonna call them. Not on video though. I'm gonna start the video when they start. Oh, and and today I brought my sprayer. I got a little spray mixed up for the bull and anybody else that has flies. I hardly ever do that. I did it once to the bull before when he was up by the house in June. That's the only time. I don't spray none of these cows. I used to have an oiler a long time ago down there on the way down to the gates, but I just didn't think I needed it anymore. Okay, let's call them. Called them and they came. And of course she's first and then the bully. So I'm gonna let them in the pen. I'm gonna let that open this gate up so they can go right in. Come on, bully. Well, she found it. She knows where to go. Good boy, bully. I'll let them 2 in here so they don't bother the other ones, because they can push everybody around. And then I'll go open the other gate. Okay. Well, they're ready. Okay, open this gate now. That's a good, guys. Come on. I'll just leave this one open. I'm carrying that sprayer around. Okay, those 3 are eating good. And little bully got in. Little bully found his way in. He ran in. Okay, here comes some more. I better back out. Maybe they're afraid of me. Look at that, 3 big ones lined up on this side. Come on, Whitey. Come on, Whitey. No, not there. Come on, come on, there's not that much in there. Come on, I got some extra ones for you. Come on. Well, at least the big ones got in. Come on, girl. You're missing out. Don't look at them big ones. Come on. Come on, get in. I'm not going to chase you. If you want it, you got to go get it. The others are eating it. Like I said, I didn't put a whole lot in each tub, so it won't last long. You better get in there while it's still some. Huh? Well, that's your problem now. If you don't want to go, don't. Are you going to figure it out? Well, at least I got them to eat. Okay, here she comes. Or she started to. She went all the way over to the other gate. I think she saw those calves eating in there. I'm just going to back up. Oh, I forgot to hook that gate. There she goes. No, don't look at them. You gotta keep going. Yeah. Oh, look at Bully. He's trying to ride already. Okay. There you go. It's about time. Hope you learned your lesson. You still didn't... Don't you know where the food is? Come on, you know where the corn is. You'll have to go into the trailer now. That's about the only place there's going to be corn left. It's in the trailer. I guess you don't get much corn. You must be low. You must be low on the pecking order. Maybe she's afraid of them. Afraid to get pushed around. There you go. Okay. There you go. If she's smart, she'll go up by the trailer. There's still corn up there. 3 tubs. Well, I got the sprayer hooked on my back, and I don't feel like lugging it around too long, so I think I'm going to spray them. Because these two are, I think these two are out of corn anyway. So I'm going to spray the bull and the cow too. Okay, let's see what happens. Well, she found it. She found that corn. Good for her. And if she's lucky, nobody will bother her, and she'll get all that corn in the trailer too. Okay, I'm going to spray this bull and the cow. I don't know if you can see all the flies on the bull's back, and look at the flies on the cow's side. Yeah, bull's got plenty of flies. Let's see if I can spray them. Well, I sprayed them. I think I did a pretty good job. I couldn't get his belly very good, unless I wanted to go in there with him, but I didn't feel like doing that. But he didn't mind too much the spraying. I think he enjoyed it the last time I sprayed him. It's just like a sprinkle. Yeah, I sprayed her too. I don't see many flies on the other cows. Well, if they're there, I just don't see them. Anyway, they look pretty good. And he had lots of horn flies too. I sprayed his horns too. Okay, time to let them out. They're all done with the corn. And once I let them out, that that cow there is going to go in the trailer. So maybe I'll wait. I think I'm going to check that calf, see if it's a white one. Just came out. She just came out of the trailer. Oh, she's got a few flies. Well, at least she got some corn. Yeah. At least she got some corn. I think they cleaned them up pretty good. Yeah, at least she got some. That striped one, or brindle one, she was, oh, I guess I should have sprayed her too. I don't know why some of them have flies and some of them don't. Must be their spit. Oh well, you just have to live with it. I don't have any spray left. I'll have to buy some more. That was my last mixture. And it was old too. That was probably 10 years old. Oh well. Like I said, I don't think I've ever sprayed them out here. I sprayed the bull, and I sprayed the barn before. That's what I normally use it for, spraying the barn. Okay, well, you guys, I'm going to work on that tree down there, so don't get in my way. I better close the gate when I go down. Oh, that gate. I'll close that gate so they don't come down the road, bother me. I don't think they will. Yeah, look at that. He hardly has any flies now. At least on top. He's got a few on the bottom. Okay, I'm done here. Okay, back to, let's start my tree trimming job. Got to do it sometime, and now's a little tool. It's cool right now, so let's do it. Oh, there's the cow and her baby. Yeah, there's your cow. Take a picture. Okay, you can come out now. No, I already opened the gate for the other ones. Is that a relief, boy? No more flies for a while, at least until the spray wears off. Yeah. I don't think those little flies are too much of a pest. Right now they were just clinging to them for warmth. Horseflies, I don't know what to do about the horseflies. They just have to put up with it. Yeah, now I see the other ones have flies too. Probably just because it's cooler. The cool weather always makes the flies stick to the cling to the cattle. Because they, okay. Well, it's better than it was. At least I used up the rest of my last of my spray. How's that feel, bully? Huh? Does that feel good? At least got a little relief, huh? Oh, there's a honeybee on his forehead. I think it's a honeybee. No, I think it's a bumblebee. I don't know what that is. Some kind of bug. Some kind of flying bug. Yeah, look at that. No more flies. Oh no, I don't got no more corn either. They always go around to the back of the trailer, or the back side here, because they think there's some more corn over here. See what you're gonna do there, boy? You can't get in, can you? No, you can't get in that way. I don't think he's a gate jumper. He's a fence jumper, or a fence walker through, yeah, he's a fence walk through, but I don't think. What are you doing to my trailer? Gotta smell everything, don't you? Are you gonna lick the wood? Oh, bully! Yeah, you can't get. Oh, he wants to get in. He thinks there's some corn back there. Let's see what he's gonna do. I thought he was coming back out. My truck is kind of blocking everything. Yeah, all the other ones are coming out too. There was one in the trailer cleaning up the corn in there. I don't have no more corn, boy. Yeah, this boy. Hey, leave the mare alone. No, don't touch that mare. You almost broke it last time. I forgot to fold it in. There. I always forget to do that. He almost broke it off once. I had to stop him. I don't know why they rub on that. There's no sharp edge. Well, I'm gonna get started on my work down there. I've been putting it off for so long, but I got to get it done because we're gonna haul bales next weekend, and I got to get it done. I got the chainsaw sharpened. I got a new file. Hope it works. Hope it cuts good. Well, let's get started on that. This will be the end of this video. Unless I just throw this all together. Yeah, maybe I'll just throw this all together as one. Okay, we'll see. I'll decide that when I download everything. Well, at least these fly free for a while. Aren't you, boy? Let's see how long it lasts. Day, 2 days. Okay. Last shot is you. Alright. I gotta go to work, boy. And you go do whatever you gotta do. Well, they all had a taste of corn this morning. I'll probably give them corn again next Sunday. Well, no, actually I'm gonna give them corn Friday, but I'm gonna feed it down there in those troughs. Because I gotta get them all to come into that pasture down there on Friday. And I'm gonna give them some bales first. Then I'll feed them some corn in that trough. And then once I lock them in, uh, we'll haul bales on Saturday morning. Yeah. Okay, well, there's still a couple down. Still a couple. Only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, there's still 2 at the back of the trailer. Okay, I gotta get started on that tree. All right. Uh, all right. Back to work. Well, I'm down by the gate. What are they looking at? They're all looking at something. They're looking at something in those trees. It could be a deer. Deer pass through here all the time. Look at, got all their attention. Wait. Oh, I know what it is. It's smoke. Yeah, I smell smoke. Neighbor must be burning something. Yeah, I smell smoke. And they smelled it first, since it's on top of the hill. I smell it now. I think somebody's burning their trash. Yeah, that's why they're so attentive. They smell smoke. Okay, well, I'm going to close this gate down here because I don't want them coming on this road. Because I'm getting set up down there to do some cutting on that thing there. I'll have to be real careful. But I always try to be careful. Safety first, they say. Safety first. Yeah, I can smell that. Smells like paper. Smells like newspaper burning. Yeah, I can smell it. Whew, it's pretty strong. Cows smell it too. I guess it's like in the wild, when animals smell smoke, they gotta run away or stay out of harm's way. The cow and the bull, they're gonna go behind there and see what they can clean up. They're gonna check out what's left. Okay, I'm gonna close this gate now. Well, I'm set up here. I backed up as far as I wanted to go. Now that limb there, it's not supporting anything, so I'm going to cut these 2 off at the splice, or at the split. I'll cut them 2 off at the split. Yeah, and then I'm going to cut this one off over the truck. Then I'm going to cut the other one back a little farther, because I don't want the whole. If I cut it all the way back there first, I don't want it all falling on my truck, so I'm going to cut it off in sections. This section and maybe a small section, and then back farther. I think I'll cut that little one off too, just because I can. Okay, and then this bottom one and that bottom one, the ones that are in the ground, I rubbed my tire on that one. I was turning too short. Then once I get that one cut and this one cut, I'm going to back up some more, but I might reposition my truck because my wheel's on the edge of that thing there. I need to bring it over more this way. Yeah. Actually, I got more room over there to drive on for the wheel to set on. Here it slopes down too much, or slope. But anyway, I'm still going to cut this one off because it's not being supported. It's not supporting anything either. Yeah, I can. Look at that. Yeah, I can shake this tree. I don't know if you can tell. I can shake this tree. All the weight's on that one and this one. So once I cut these bigger ones off, there'll be less weight. That one, these 2, and those. I guess I'll cut both of them off. And then when I get ready to cut this one, I tried to cut it before, but I got my saw pinched, so I had to give up on that. Yeah, right there. I tried cutting that before, so I just left it. Yeah, that's when my Yeah, I started to cut this too, but my oil my oil thing was losing oil so fast. But not where it's supposed to. Well, you can see up there, yeah, it's split pretty far. It's still attached. I guess there's two trees there, two sections of it. Yeah, the top half is where most of the weight is. Yeah, and then the bottom half of that split is that one there. So, boy, I didn't think of that. Might be a problem. These two are independent. Once I cut all the limbs off that top one, this one is holding that top one up. I hope that once I cut them off, or cut this one off, I'll cut it from the bottom. But I gotta be careful because the whole thing might slide down. I don't know what's holding it up there. I don't know how much is in there. But oh boy, I didn't think of that. I gotta be careful when I cut this. I'm gonna cut that other limb off too. And then when I cut, I'm gonna remove my truck for sure. And then I'm gonna stand on this side to cut that. I think I'm just gonna cut off enough for it to fall down. Yeah. Then I'll cut that one last, because that one is actually holding up both of them. But once I cut this one, there won't be nothing holding that one up. I hope it stays attached up there for a while. I don't like that. I gotta be real careful. Okay. Let's see what I can do. I'll cut them first. Here I got a wider view. I can see the whole picture. Look at that. Look at that tree split up there. That is a hickory though. Yeah, I'm wondering what that top one is going to do once I cut this support down here on the bottom. It's also being supported by that. Hopefully all it will do is still got that branch. I never touched that branch since it was in the ditch. Yeah, that's probably holding it up too. So I'm going to leave that one. We'll see. Go slow and take care. Always be careful. Oh, catch my breath. I got some of them trimmed. Let's go up here and take a look. So I cut them far back. Yeah, that's far enough if they stay that way. If they stay there, all I gotta do is cut these. I guess I'll cut that one off, that little one. I should cut these off in stages instead of all at once. But I don't want to stand in that ditch when if that tree decides to come down. I don't want to be standing in that ditch. I guess I should move those big logs first. I don't want them in that ditch. I'm gonna roll them up here. Roll them up against. I might use them for firewood. I don't know. I doubt it. I don't burn wood anymore. But I don't want to throw them in that ditch. It's too hard. I'll see if I can pick those logs up. If not, I'll cut them in half. And then once I cut them in half, then I guess the best thing to do is cut these smaller branches off. Although that one on the bottom is in a bind, I'll have to cut it from the bottom side. Okay. Oh, and, I'm not going to cut that other one over there. The one over there that's hanging down into the ditch, I'm going to leave that one. Give it a little bit of support. I don't really like these cows coming down here. I've seen them down in here sometimes either eating or scratching themselves. But I ain't cutting them off because I ain't crawling underneath there. But I need to crawl down there and see if I can throw that log up on top. Wait a minute, I got a rope. I'm going to tie a rope to it and pull it up. Yeah, that'll work. I got to get a picture. Yeah, that's about where I was going to cut them. Okay, let me get another view. Yeah, I got a big log down there, and that big log. Let's see if I can drag them up. If not, I'll cut them in half. Well, then I'll cut that small branch there hanging down, and then I'll cut that other small branch over that way. The others underneath are going to stay. Well, I'd say I got about half of it done, but that was the easy part. The dangerous part is these two, since they're holding the tree up. And I don't know what's holding the tree up there. I don't know how much it's attached. I don't want a thing sliding down on me. When I get ready to cut those, I'll get in the truck way out of the way. Just in case that thing decides to roll somewhere. It might, if it starts to slide down this way, it also might slide that way. So I want to make sure everything's very clear. Oh boy. Well, I got to get it done, so I had a hard time starting my lawnmower, starting my chainsaw there in the beginning. I guess I haven't used it for a while. I guess I haven't used it since the beginning of July when I did the other work behind me. I cut all this stuff up. A lot of this though I cut with a handsaw. Only the big stuff I cut with a chainsaw. You can see I got some big logs in there too. Until I had to stop because my oil cap was leaking on the chainsaw. Okay. Let me I guess I should pull the truck up. Yeah, I'll pull the truck up. Pull the truck up far enough away. Let's get a better look at that up there. Well, it looks like there's a lot attached on that top one. And the bottom one too, I think. Although, I think the bottom one, I don't think the bottom one is attached as good as the top one. I think the top one's attached better. I think the bottom one actually broke off from the top. Yeah, that's what I think. I think the bottom half broke off from the top and fell down when it split. That's what I think. But I could be wrong. I think I'm going to walk up there. The cows walk up from over there. They got a path going up, but it's pretty steep. If I do it, I'll probably go up that way around, across the fence, but I can't cross the electric fence if it's on. Oh, I'll try it their way. I'm going to go over there. Okay. I got those limbs to cut yet, but I'm going to go check it out on top first. I'll see what that looks like from up there. Well, I'm going to go up this way. I see they've been going up this way, so I'm going to try that. Otherwise, I got to go all the way back there, but that one's even steeper. This one's not so bad. I can handle that. Yeah, I can see where that bottom one just broke off from the top. The top one is the one that's attached good. Yeah. So The top one I don't think is going to move. But once I cut that bottom one, who knows what it's going to do. It might go forward a little bit. Of course, there's some limbs there holding it up, but not much. We'll see. So I got to be more careful on this one that's laying more flat to the ground, because I don't think anything's holding up that bottom half. Let me go up and get a better look. I was right. That bottom half's not even attached. Top half is pretty. I think the top half is pretty secure. The bottom part, but it's being held up by that limb going off, big limb going off to the left. That's still in the ditch. Oh well, at least I know. And it's all the bottom half is also held up by that branch there. So I don't think it's going to drop too far down. It's got some weight to it. I mean, I've got some support on this end, but it still might slide down that way. I'll have to wait and see. Okay, I'm going to move them logs now before I do any cutting. Look at a nice view up here. There's the tree. There's the road. Look at a nice view. Yeah. Okay. What is that? What am I looking at over there? I see some dead limbs, dead leaves. Oh, I think that's some of the brush tree limbs that I cut on the outside of the fence over there a while back, a week or so ago, 2 weeks maybe, when I put those gates, after I put those gates, that gate and the gate on the other end, gate down there. Yeah, those are just the tree branches that I cut off. Okay, well anyway, enough for my view. Let's get to work. Well, I moved those big logs. I put the 3 biggest ones up here. I could have rolled them down into the ditch. I could have, and I might yet, but not right now. I'm going to cut the far one first. I'm going to save this one. I'm going to save this one for last, because I'm not sure what it's going to do. My only question is where to make my cut. I don't want to be standing in that ditch when I make a cut. I think I'll make it right there where I can be on solid ground right here. Yeah. And I have an easier way to escape in case something does slide down. I'll have to cut it. I'll cut it a little bit from the top, but not too much, because I don't want to pinch my saw blade, my chain. And then I'm going to cut the rest from the bottom, since the pressure wants to open it up on the bottom. Okay, and then after I make that cut, depending on if it's still hanging, then I'll come back here and make another cut up in there somewhere. But first things first, let's see if it'll stay in the air after I cut that. Okay, let's cut. I changed my mind. I'm gonna cut it from this side. I got enough room to stand. I'm just gonna cut it right by somewhere between that branch knob and that other branch knob sticking out, somewhere in between there. Yeah, I got enough solid ground. And then something happens, then I can just back up. Yeah, I'll just back up then. Okay, let's give it a shot. Cut it. It started to split, so I decided to get out of the way. I can still hear it cracking. There's not much holding it. I'm gonna go ahead and finish my cut. Well, I got it, and it didn't fall all the way, so now I can cut some more there. But ouch! Well, I guess I was bent over too far getting that cut because it was so low, and I think I strained my gluteus maximus, my butt muscle. Ouch! I think I strained it, or pulled it. Yeah, I pulled the muscle back there. It's a funny place to pull the muscle though. But I think it's because I was bent over holding that chainsaw. At least my back didn't give out. At least my back was stronger than my gluteus maximus. I guess that's from sitting too much. Oh, I'm glad that's cut though. Now I can cut that one, and I'll cut it higher up. Even if I'm in a ditch, it's still okay, because at least I can reach up and get it. At least I won't be bending over. Okay, let's cut the rest of that limb off. I'm going to show you how shaky that tree is now. I stepped on that branch to see how much strength there is on it. Anyway, I don't know if you'll be able to see. I'm going to put my foot on down there and just shake it. See? See, it's all the weight's on that now. All the weight's on that, so that's going to be the tricky one. I'm going to cut this one off first. There's some weight on that, but not much. Ah, boy. But I'm still going to cut this off because there's no weight on this. I'd like to cut that one off too, if I can grab it. I need my handsaw, and I forgot my handsaw, but I can get that. I can I can drive my truck along here and grab that, pull it down, and cut it off. Okay, I'm going to get down there and cut that off. But even with those, somewhere in there, I'll cut that off there. Oh, this is going to be tricky. I'll be safe though. I'm pretty sure. Oh, I got it done. Well, not done. I got that limb done. The one that was coming out to there. I'm ready to move the post to the edge. That's so we don't drive too close to this edge, because there's a steep bank there. The fence keeps us from driving off that side. Okay, now I still got one left. The worst one. All the weight of all that wood there is on that one branch. I started to cut through it a while back, but I don't think I want to cut it there. Too close to the ground. I want to get it up there by that V-notch. That way when it breaks, the whole thing will go down, I think. As long as it don't. That way, if it goes down and then anything slides, I'm hoping that it'll slide up against that bank there, and not out onto the road again. Okay, I'm debating whether to cut that one or not. That's also holding it up, but I don't think there's very much on that. So if I cut that, that might help this. It might help this part to slide down better. I think I'll leave it. It's not in the way for me. Yeah, I'm gonna I'm gonna cut this from this side. Yeah. Anyway, I'll have to do it left-handed though. Oh boy. The reason I want this side because if it does something does slide down, I don't want to be standing here when it does. I'd rather be here where there's some safety margin where I can get out of the way quicker. Now I'll cut it from this side. I'm going to cut a little bit from the top. Actually, I'm going to cut the two sides. Cut the two sides and the top, or the top and then two sides. And then I'll come in from the bottom. I'm going to cut that little branch off because that's where I want to cut it. Right where that, right at the base of that small branch. And then I'll just have this log to deal with. Because if I cut it there, it's going to fall down to the ground again. This way it'll go. Okay. I've been safe so far, and I think I'll get the rest done safely. I'm just gonna think it out and plot my course. Oh, look at that. Look how that wood, when it split, look how it tore up that wood. Shredded. It shredded that wood up there. On that bottom half, anyway. Oh my gosh. Anyway, back to work. One more limb to cut. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it and I'll be done. I'll be done after this one. Well, I almost got it. It started to creak. Everything started to come down, so I held off. I was stooped over too much. I don't want to stay in that. I don't want to get in that ditch more than I have to. I only want to put one foot in that ditch so I can get out quick. But I don't think it's going to go anywhere. If it goes anywhere, it'll just go down. It'll just go down. I heard something creaking up there. Probably these branches that are on the ground. Yeah, the branches that are on the ground are probably breaking. That's what I was hearing. So let's finish that cut. I'm almost through. Only a little bit left. But I gotta be quick. And I gotta be fast too if something happens. Okay. Let me go take a breaker. Let's take a break and get a drink, and I'll be ready for the last cut. Well, ready to finish that cut up there. Not that one. That's the one I made back in July when I was working on the rest of this. When I was working on the rest of this stuff until my chainsaw sprung an oil leak on the oil cap. Okay, I'm gonna finish cutting that and see where it goes. Let's hope it goes down and not this way. So I'll wait. So eventually though, once that goes down, if the tree slides down, as long as it hits that bank, I'm okay with that. As long as it hits the bank and don't come onto the road, I'll be okay with that. But not until I get out of the way though. Not until I get out of the way. Hard to believe a hickory would break like that. Hickories are supposed to be strong. Anyway, let's get this job done. Well, at least I'm working in the shade. That's good. It's not too hot. Well, I'm glad I'm working in the shade. Okay, let's go. Let's finish it. Oh, I got it. Scared me a little bit. When that finally broke, that tree came down and I went running with that chainsaw. I ran all the way back to here. That's how far I ran. So I realized that it's gonna just go down and stay there. Anyway, worked out pretty good. The only other thing I could do is make another cut. Make another cut there. But I don't know if I feel that safe. That way the tree will be down. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. I don't need to. I got enough cut. I can even reach this limb to cut it with a handsaw later. Well, you can see what happened there. Oh, look at that. The split got bigger. It's the top. Yeah. Look at that now. Oh, actually the bottom. Yeah, I was right. The bottom fell down some more. The top stayed where it was attached, but I told you the bottom wasn't attached. Yeah, so the bottom actually came down more. So if I was to cut some more on that bottom one, the one that's hitting the ground, it'll go down and the rest of that tree might fall. The top one I don't think is going to come down unless it tears away. Yeah, unless it tears away. I should leave well enough alone and just leave that the way it is. Yeah, I think I'll just do that. I don't want to take any chances. Although, yeah, I just don't like when the cows go underneath there. But I think it's safer this way. I don't think it's going to come down. Okay, well I'm done then. As soon as I move that log and put that yellow pole over there somewhere by the chainsaw. Okay, let me finish that up. Oh, I'm glad to have this done. I'll come back with a handsaw next time I come up this way. I'll just pull that down and cut it off. Can't believe I didn't bring a handsaw with me. Okay. Oh no, I do have one. I got my old one. Yeah, I'll use my old one. I got my old wooden handle handsaw. My new one, that red one had a red handle, had a plastic handle. Okay, let's get that log moved and the pole moved and the top trimmed a little bit. Well, it's done. It's done. And I did it safely. Anyway, it's all good. All good now. Ready to haul bales this weekend. Or should I say next weekend. Because this is still Sunday. There's a tree there that broke off too. Probably broke off when this tree fell. Yeah. I don't know where that branch is. But anyway, it doesn't matter. It's small anyway. There used to be a tree there. I guess when I bought this, I cut that down. It's got chainsaw marks on it, but why is it so high? Oh, it was it was a V. I guess I didn't want to cut the big stuff down. Anyway, this one's done. Road's open again. Road's open for business. Okay. We'll be hauling bales next weekend. Well, I'm ready to go. I did what I set out to do. I trimmed those tree limbs that were hanging over the road, and put the big ones along the road there, along the fence. I might do something with them later, or not. They're not in the way, I don't think. We could still drive up and down with those not interfering. and it looks like that bottom bottom half of the tree slid down. When I cut that last limb down there, it was supporting the bottom, or it was on the ground supporting the whole thing. When I cut that, the whole thing, and that end dropped into the ditch, that bottom part dropped down too. So, but right now it's okay. It's out of my way, and we're good to go with hauling bales then. Okay, that's all I got then. It's another project done. I put it off for long enough. I finally got it done today. Nice day, and I had the shade, and the wind's cool. Whew, a little chilly now. Nice cool breeze. Okay, let's head on home. Okay, it's Sunday, so I think I'll take the rest of the day off. Okay, I'll catch you on the next one, whatever that might be.